I can't help but notice her tense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Of course she is. I am really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I
don't want to talk to the manga girl.
No, he wants the more mature.
Yes.
I catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book as she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes met for a split second. This is fate. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Oh, alright. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Don't notice big masculine truck-coon. Big abs and muscles. Mr. Muscles here.
Yeah, he's a truckie after all.
His pecs are headlights.
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Yes, it's red light, green light.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? That should be obvious.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Happened. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
I always have a hard time putting back down red light, green light.
It's a very engaging, relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
That's a weird way to say red light, green light.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Oh.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust.
Interesting.
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
I might need to pick
And that's relatable. That's kind of dark, isn't it?
I mean, isn't this book relatable to you too? It's relatable to me.
Yuri made it sound like she was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Truck-kun?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She was so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Where you get wet?
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts.
You get wet?
I kind of forget to pay
That's the first time you said.
Same though, same.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much.
That's...
I definitely will.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading, I guess. Least I can do is listen.
Think
It's a literature club after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right.
You don't have to.
You really
Oh,
don't.
ha, ha, what are you saying? I suppose you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book.
My ear itches.
I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. See, Truckoon's a
saucy.
player.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
You
She
seem a
loves
little
this.
apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone else.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I could feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Are you sure she's looking at your book?
Sorry.
Or something else you have that's down below?
It's definitely the book.
Sorry. I was just...
trying to gauge how many pages you have.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
There you go.
I mean...
Here,
Won't be
this should
apologizing
work,
this much
right?
Later.
I slid my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. Yeah, Truckoon is definitely a player.
Wait, hold on, what?
He slid his desk next to her and put the book between them both.
Ooh, I'm not that smooth.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are always touching.
Saucy.
It feels like my left arm's in the way, so I intend to use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess this makes it a little kind of difficult to turn pages.
Here. Ooh.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Yuri is a really cute girl, but just personally, I like Natsuki's personality. Despite the fact she's a tsundere, she cares, and she's cute. Than Yuri.
Yuri's looking kind of bestial right now. Kind of on the screen right now, getting some reading action.
Alright.
How come your book is closer to her instead of being closer to you, so Yuri has to look at you?
Blame the artist.
True.
I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb, after it flips on her side. But in holding it like this...
Hold on. Is that just me, or does that look like a creeper face in the background?
I think you play too much Minecraft.
Agreed.
That's what I mean.
Everywhere I go.
All you see is Minecraft. Everything's a square.
Yes.
We are huddled ever closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
It's not the only one being distracted.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I'm a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'd be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. It's like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see you into your head or anything. But they kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
You insulted her.
But, Truck-kun, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Ooh, see, now she's gonna hate you.
Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
What? I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. It's alright, I already know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more it's kind of cute.
You can't just nonchalantly call a girl cute like that.
What are you saying?
Unless you're super smooth.
Well, in Raccoon is trying to be smooth.
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spread from finishing a thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her thumb from the book and causes it to close the top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning.
You think?
Feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off the book and slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night, Truck?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before.
Well, not that everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait. Saori and Monaco physically pull out their poems. Saori is on a wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monaco wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monaco's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Alright, who are we doing first?
Should it be
Do you want to go down the
Natsuki
list,
or Yuri?
Or do you just want to go down the list?
From top to bottom?
I reckon we give it to Yuri
Yeah.
first, to be honest. He wrote it for her.
I vote top to bottom.
What did you
We
say?
should top to bottom if you want.
Top,
That's fine.
alright, top to bottom then. I'm definitely more comfortable showing you Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Truck-kun. Are you sure it's your first time? Oh, of course. It's not that good. I'm a kind of the guy who will be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all.
Wow, big support there.
I'm really happy you wrote one. It just reminds me how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm already into it, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Charcoon. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not too sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing that much, this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, will you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Right. Dear sunshine, the way you glow from my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rather sleepy from my eyes. Is this supposed to rhyme or something?
I don't know. Some poems don't. Yeah, some poems don't need a rhyme. They just go with the flow, I guess. I don't know.
If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Same, Sayori, same.
Yeah.
So what?
I don't know.
So what
Alexa.
Sayori wants?
Yeah, Sayori's poem's kinda trash.
Sayori is
Honestly, I loved it. I think you should win an Emmy.
Well, then again, Emmys have low standards.
Fine, an Oscar, a best-selling novel.
Anyway, I think she wants a house help and she wants him to cook and clean her house all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting out of it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but do you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Did you?
I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How I should have put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially
That's
that
not a very
last
nice
line.
way to put it, though.
I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, is she? Is she?
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look
We'll
forward
see
to
about
it.
that.
Alright, Natsuki's turn.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little bit blunt.
Well, excuse me, Prince. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get...
I'll pass.
Good choice. I didn't want to smack you anyways. Well, anyways, I guess I needed to show you mine. Here, take it, you dummy. Not that you didn't like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Cricket can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. people can try, but that's about it.
I would say this is more effort than Sayori's.
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I think this is the best poem. Mwah. Beautiful. Yeah! I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
I knew it! What? What'd you say, you dumb? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't
Why
like
do
it?
you... Well... Because... everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. But like Yuri, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing still wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! That's what I say! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you in the heart. Like, real good. Like, you know when someone says, I felt that. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you get things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But another nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more writing on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it just falls flat on its purpose, on its face, like I do at night when waking up. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. That
So
people
you
are
did.
disappointment.
Oh yeah, that's more darker. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it meant to be. A pro. Pro. Glad you learned something. Come back for more writing tips. Didn't expect that from your youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Dansuke is being proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Yuri time.
Yeah. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Exceptional. Bravo.
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, then she ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
Ooh.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So... what kind of writing experience do you have?
None.
The use
Zero.
of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, and looks at my poem again.
Lying son of a gun.
Well, I know that. I just meant...
Yuri trails off, unable to find any excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learnt to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together.
The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
She refines her trail of thought. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
That's not what I thought was there on the shirt. I thought those other things pointing out besides the wrinkles.
What, these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are not what I thought. They're just wrinkles.
Yes.
Natsuki could be a little biased, though.
What'd you say?
How?
Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apology to herself, to me, or not to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club?
Oh my god, okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Alright, I would say this is more like a proper poem.
Subpar.
Subpar.
It's average, you know, it kind of sucks. I don't like it.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
Yeah, that's bad too.
That's actually how my handwriting's supposed to be.
It doesn't get any better.
What? I was thinking that's at all.
But it took you a long time to...
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
It's disappointment.
Really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something
Mild?
easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Maybe you shouldn't go mild.
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Truck-kun.
Really?
It's about...
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember,
Yuri's a bad writer
poets
here, right?
often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Because
They
most
usually do
writers
more than tell a
might...
simple story or paint a picture.
What about
Because
most writers?
most writers might have like something like said, alright, this is what I'm projecting it to mean. But the writer won't like come out and say or like do something that's like, alright, this is what it actually means. They just kind of leave it up to interpretation, like, alright, this is what it might mean, or this what could it mean. They leave it up to be multiply interpreted by whoever reads it. That what makes a good poem.
Alright.
Not having a set definition or something. If it has multiple meanings, that's a good poem.
Well, I don't read poems, so I don't really care.
I don't either. I just learned it in creative writing last year. A little bit of poem tip from Catbox.
Yes.
In this
Giving
case,
other life advice. Like breast advice and butt advice.
okay.
Or anime advice, I guess.
Coming. Oh yeah. Dubs for subs.
Oh.
Both.
That's my advice.